Hey everybody, it's Razan here, and today we'll be creating a camouflage effect in Photoshop. It's a really quick effect but can give you a really nice result, and you can use it as a texture, as a wallpaper, or anything else that you want. First of all, maybe the tutorials would be uploaded a bit faster these days because my vacations are on and I would have more time to work on Photoshop. So without further ado, let's get on the tutorial. So we'll just bring up Photoshop, and before I go into the tutorial, I would like to make an announcement that I have been working on a small project here which will probably be complete by today, and I guess that if it's complete, I will be giving away this nice mobile PSD for free. It has an interface that is custom designed by me. Probably I'll be including the interface PSD. If not, then probably you would have the PNG image that I have used in this example. And again, there would be a tutorial on how to edit this PSD. Plus, there would be 3 modes that I have displayed here before you. The third mode is not complete yet. The first one would be the turned off mode, the second would be the turned on mode, and the third would be the back mode or the back side of the phone. Alright, so let's just get on the tutorial. So here's what we'll be creating today, which looks like an army camouflage. So what we'll be doing here, what we're doing actually to make this effect is using nothing but filters and a kind of what you can say, blending options. Right, so let's begin. First of all, what you want to do is create a new layer, and I'll just delete this one. My document is 1920 x 1080 pixels. Yours could be the size that you want. First of all, you want to have your background and foreground colors, the default colors, which are black and white. To make them to bring them back to the default colors, you can simply press D on your keyboard to make that selection, or turn them into the default colors. So once you have them on the default, you want to click X to swap those background and foreground color, and just press Alt backspace to fill that area in with white, and just press D again to bring the black color over the white one again. Now you want to go to filter and render, and then you want to select clouds. Be sure not to select different clouds, as it creates weird effect over this image. So anyways, what you want to do is right click on this layer and select it, and select the convert to smart object option, because it will help us go back or forth if you want to, in case we make any mistake. And also, smart filters have really cool uses that I have discussed in my previous videos. Go check them out to know all about them. Anyways, so let's get on to it. Let's go to filter and select filter gallery. Now what we want to do is go to our artistic folder and select cutout. You can have the number of levels at 4, edge simplicity at 4, edge fidelity at 2, and click on OK. After that, you want to go to filter again and go to filter gallery, and you want to select film grain. The highlight area could be 6, the grain could be 3, the intensity could be 2. Don't increase it intensity too much, or you would just have white spots all over your image. And don't increase the grain too much, because it might distort the image. By the way, we are using the grain filter just to add that cloth kind of look, not that perfect look. Alright, so just click on OK. Out that, what you want to do is go to filter. Again, go to filter gallery, and this time, instead of the artistic folder, you want to go to the brush strokes, and you want to select splatter. This would make the edges a bit fuzzy, so that you can imitate a rough edged, rough stitched cloth kind of look. So just click on OK. And what we want to do is just right click on this layer, or just double click on the layer to bring up the blending options. And what we want to do is we want to add a color overlay, which would be the color that I'd be using would be 4D7B0C, and click on OK. You want to put this mode onto color, right? And you can just play with the opacity or use your own color if you want. I'll just click OK here, and I hope that you are happy with the result. You can use different blending modes, or you can use different ways such as gradient maps, etc. to color your image. It's totally your personal choice. Anyways, this is it. I hope you liked this tutorial, and tell me if you like more Photoshop quick tips from the channel. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like that, please hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel for more Photoshop tutorials along with After Effects, Cinema 4D, Dreamweaver, After Effects, Premiere Pro. I guess I said After Effects 2 times. Anyways, Dreamweaver, Edge Code. Although I haven't released any HTML tutorials right now, probably I'll be releasing them soon. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you next time.